Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to create your first Google form as your student survey and put it in your on your web page on your website. Okay, so I'm just in my Google Drive and I'm in my technology folder. So this is my drive and here's my technology folder. And so we're going to go over here to new and then go down to more and then go over to Google Forms. And yes, I want to create it in my shared folder, which means it'll have the same sharing options that the other things in the folder have. So we're going to title our form, first of all. I'm just going to title mine Student Survey. If you would like to change yours, that's fine with me. I'm going to put a form description. I'm going to say, please fill out the survey so I can get to know you better. Okay, and the first one, I'm just going to have them do your name. And then if you need to explain something, you can put that in the help text. And then the question type, this one just needs to be a text, which will just give them a short text box to answer. And I'm going to make it a required question, which means it'll have an asterisk by it and it'll make them answer before they can submit the form like that. Okay, if I want to add a different item, let's say I want to add, let's say I am a third grade teacher and I want to say, do you like to read? And I'm going to make it a multiple choice question, which means that they can only have one answer, but they have several choices. So yes, no, sometimes, or I only like to be read to. Okay. And then I'm going to make that a required question as well, so they will only be able to have one choice. And then if I want to add an item that is different, let's say I want them to just tell me, write a very short paragraph about something. I gave them a little bit more area to write in. So I'm going to say, please tell 2 things you did over the summer. Okay. I'm going to make that required as well. And so you'll see on the form in just a minute that it gives them a bigger block. It doesn't quite look like that, but I'm going to show you another couple of things. If you want to let them choose something, they can choose more than one thing. It's called check boxes. So let's say, please select all the flavors of ice cream you like, and then I'll say chocolate, vanilla, orange sherbet, rocky road, blah blah blah. You know what, you get the idea. And then they can actually select more than one. And then the other one is choose from a list. And I might say, how many states did you travel to over the summer? And then I can say, none, I stayed home. And then the second one can be, so you can just give them options of other, 4 or more. Okay. And so it will actually look like that. So when you click on it, it'll drop down and they can choose one. And then the other thing is this, a scale. So this would be something like, on a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you like to read? And then say, not at all, or I love it. My favorite thing. Okay, so it'll look like that. So they'll pick one of those things. And you can change that 1 to 5. It can be 1 to 3, 1 to 7. And then the other thing, let's see, there's a couple of other things here that aren't used very often. If you want to play with those, that's fine. But you need to have at least, I can't remember how many I said, but go back and read the directions and see how many I said. Now let me show you a couple more things. If you see, I added another one, but now I don't want it. I can just trash it. There are some other things here. If you want to duplicate one of these and then just change a word or two or an option, that's fine. And then if you have this right here and you mouse over it, you can go back and edit it if you found something you didn't like. So I'm just going to trash that last thing. Then this is what is going to be shown to the students after they submit the form. So you can change the message. So thank you for responding. I can't wait to meet you. And then show link to submit another response. No, I don't want that because I only want one per student. You can also publish and show a link to the results if you want the students to be able to see each other's responses, or you can allow to edit. I'm not going to do any of those things. Now, I don't need to actually click on this send form because that will give me the link to share, but also embed, but also gives me email addresses that I can put in here if I want to send it right now, but I don't. I just want to embed it in my page. But here's the fun thing. You can actually change the theme of how this looks. So I have all these really fun themes over here. So if my classroom was a carnival classroom theme, I could have this. If I wanted to be, a day at the beach, I could do that. You can change it to whatever you want, fun, kitty cats. I'm going to do a carnival because my classroom is always fun. And so, so now this has saved this theme in here. If I want to go back and edit questions, I can do here. If I want to view the response sheet, I can do here. But here's the important thing right now. If you want to send this link to your students in an email, this would be the link that you would have, not the one that was in edit mode like this. You don't want them to see this, and this is a different link. So to find the live form, you have to click on the live form, view live form. And so this is what it will look like to them. But I'm also going to show you how to embed it in your page. And so if you click out of that, then you notice that it's saved in your Google Drive, but you also notice that it automatically created a responses spreadsheet. What is really wonderful about Google Forms and Google Sheets is that now if you click into that responses sheet, then anybody who actually submits a form, all of their responses will be on this one same spreadsheet, which makes it so helpful. And I don't know why it doesn't do this by default, but I always go and highlight all of these, and then I make it to where the text wrapping is on, so I can see what all the words are instead of having to make these really big, which you can do that too if you choose to. But as the students submit the form, then they'll fill in the answers there. But let's go back over to our survey page. Okay, so you should have already created this survey page. And if you haven't, just go do it because you know how to add a page now. But you're going to go into edit mode and you're going to go insert, drive, form, which is what you just created. And the one that you just created, you guys will only have one, but it should always be the first one because it's the most recent one you've done. So just double click that. And if you want to include a title, that's fine. If not, whatever you choose, these are usually just left like that, and then click save. Then when you click save, it should form here. Now, let me show you something. I don't like how this looks because it's so skinny. So let me show you how to change the ratio of that. Go back into edit mode. Click on the spreadsheet or the little embedded widget here. Click on this properties, and if you go here, the width, and leave it blank, do you see how it says leave empty for 100% width? If you do that and then click save and then click save again, it will fill in the whole thing. So that looks a lot better. So your students can actually fill it in directly from here. They don't have to go click on it and go out and all that kind of thing. So that is how you do your student survey.